Well, hey, y'all.
Hello.
Happy Thursday.
It is.
And welcome back to another episode of Backcountry Couples.
Yes.
Welcome back to the quest.
Yes.
And if it's your first time, you get a double welcome.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 26.
Halfway to 52.
And you know he's going to keep saying that. So we're going to get up to 1 million.
I like to double up.
Which I like that too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, here we are, Backcountry Couples, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we have some people that are starting to like jump on in. I'm loving this. And last week we had up trail 71.
Awesome couple from the UP of our home state.
Such a great backpacking, hiking couple. I feel like they are like the unofficial ambassadors for
the OG.
Michigan, the OG of the UP,
OG of the UP.
That just came to me.
Wow, you just a quick wit there, darling.
I'm ready. I've been off all day today, so I'm ready. You better watch out, everybody. But yeah, so I know I was fun chatting with them, obviously, which is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And before I go to my next thing, I go to this thing here.
We want to thank our sponsor of the show.
So we have Mickwick, and
Can't you tell?
I know. So we're actually really like heavy sporting today because this is our second term as adventurers with Mickwick
Adventures.
Yep. So obviously John's got the really fun.
I got the new beanie.
It's a Duke.
So America, get some. New T-shirts.
Yep. And look at my hat. It's my new fave. It's like all like camo, and it's like a little. What's it called?
Ghost
not a snap.
Camo.
What's it called?
It's
not a snapback. What's it called?
Stretch fit.
No.
Flex fit.
Flex fit. It's a flex fit hat, and I just love it. So it's my new one. Loving that.
It's my new one.
That's right.
She
Anyways, we were excited about our second term with Mickwick. Was that loud? That was a bit of a clap. I know. I'm really excited tonight.
You think?
I am. I had a really good day today. So that's right.
What'd you do today?
And salmon was this toque for the win. That's right. Thank you.
No. Skull cap.
But we will quickly chat about Mickwick because we do love them. And you know that you can use our code, which is at KeelQuest, to get 15% off.
So you go to mickwickfires.com.
Yeah.
And then our code is now valid. It's still valid again. It's just got re-upped. So use the word KeelQuest, save 15% on your order. Make sure you put a little space right there. Put a little space between the word Keel and Quest or cool, not cool, and Quest for 15% off your order, whatever that may be.
Right.
So anyways.
And they are all natural. John actually fixed the camera today, so we got to have a little bit of up close and personal stuff going on. So not only is it 15% off Mick itself, it's actually off the gear too. So
yes,
if you see stuff you like, I got a new shirt they're wearing, a little V-neck, so I like that. That's kind of fun, but lightweight, durable, waterproof.
Burns for 20 minutes.
It's the bomb.com.
My biggest fave thing is the all natural part.
And the thing that we love so much about Mickwick is that we actually put together a beautiful little package for each of our guests every week, and we ship them out to them after that. So it's a little thank you for participating and hanging out with the cool kids.
That's right.
Yeah, I know, it's fun. But we got mail today.
We got mail. We've been getting mail all week.
It's been crazy. It's been wild. So finally got my Carlson Adventure t-shirt. Thanks, Brian. Right? So kind of fun. It fits good. I already had it on, but I just want to make sure everybody saw that. I'll be sporting that at a later show, of course, which is fun. Or hike too. Yeah, I know. But we have some of that stuff going on too, which is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you very, very much for that. I was excited to win.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Kind of going back to our chit chat with Bob and Kathy from Up Trail. We had an opportunity to cross over that beautiful bridge that leads from the lower to the upper peninsula.
Mighty Mac.
And we spent the weekend up in the UP.
We did.
So if you have been kind of following along on Insta, or maybe cut up a little bit of our
on Instagram for Keel Quest and our Jack Forrester Subaru page.
Right, is that we are looking for property in the UP. So we are starting to do a little bit of a YouTube channel, and it is called Camp Keel. It's going to show our progress for our journey to going off grid. And John's going to put the new YouTube channel in the link. If you want to follow along, obviously it's different from what we do, but it's just going to be like straight up looking for property, and then how we are going to, build it, process it. Right, all that kind of stuff. And and kind of see where we're at. So follow along if you feel like you would love to do that. So
I threw a link to the new
that's the new channel in there.
To the YouTube page.
Okay, very cool.
Not a lot there because there's not a lot.
Just one welcoming video.
Right. So
but which is good.
The channel is going to be a very slow start because the fact that where we're heading is 7 hours away.
It is.
It's not like it's just down the road and checking something out. It's
right.
It's like when we have our weekends available, which probably won't be till April, will be the next trip up there to be looking. So just keep it on the back burner.
Right. But we want you to follow along. There's lots going on, and we're doing this approach a little bit differently than other people, but we'll talk about that later, obviously. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed.
We'll do some like Instagram live posts or something like that, or like a channel update of what we found or what we're looking at. So anyways, that way we'll keep you all fresh.
I think so too, which is really exciting. The other thing exciting I wanted to say is we are and have been on and off since June. We did a bit of our soft launch for backcountry couples to see, what we were going to do and how the response was going to be. Is we have become kind of a weekly outdoor live stream, right? Our niche is
I dare say so.
Right. So our niche is we obviously have been showcasing and sharing backcountry couples, which has been so fun because we've had them who paddle, trek, camp, and overland, kind of, that follow a little bit of a mantra kind of stuff.
All of our modalities.
And then the other two that we really enjoy, and I don't know, some of the people in the chat actually they do follow these two people. The one is Canoe Adventures, which is hosted by Dennis Rogers, and he's Tuesday at 7 p.m. And he has a really fun, array of outdoor guests too. It all kind of varies as well.
And a lot of our friends we've met in the backcountry world, it has been through his channel.
It has been. So
in his live streams.
Yeah. So if you get an opportunity to check out Canoe Adventures, can you put that in the chat, hon?
I will do that.
Okay, because he's been great and has been a good friend and has been a really good, kind of set up to kind of what we have been started to, which has been really, really great. The other one is the camping show. The camping show is on Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's kind of fun actually. It is a live stream, but it's also a full-on straight up radio show out of Chicago. And it's a friend of ours, CW Getz. He hosts that show. And so if you get an opportunity to definitely check out CW as well, I think John will put that in the link because they have been, I think, really integral to kind of keeping this kind of outdoor community together. And it's been CW
it's all outdoor, backcountry, but it's not just all backcountry. It's the foreground, the background, all kinds. But his channel is just set up just a little bit different, but nevertheless, both channels, great content.
Right, absolutely.
And great people on the shows all the time.
Right. So, and we want to say hi to our people who are in the chat tonight, too.
I saw Doc.
I think
there's Mark.
Let's see who we got here. Let's just say hi to everybody first before I get rolling. We've got
Carlson Adventures
in our element. Did I miss somebody already? Carlson was first. Oh, Everyday Watch Guy. Hey.
Hello.
You have a connection with our guest tonight. So I'm excited that you're here. So thank you for joining us in our element. Thank you. Carlson, of course. Salmon,
Don Kelly.
Donald, All Terrain, Outside Comfort, THG. What else is on here?
Yep,
Doc,
the
of
hiking
course.
guy.
That's awesome. We got Backcountry, Paddler, Hooks and Hammocks.
Oh, hey guys.
hey. You guys did a live stream today in the weather. It was like looking nutty down there. Oh, yeah. You guys got more weather than we did. They're in Indiana.
I missed
Our
it.
levels in the house.
February 17th.
Force the Canoe. Well, hello. So
all right,
there
so
we go.
I got so there you go. There's CW
Okay, so
gets out. CW gets outdoors.
Okay.
He's on YouTube. So
Okay.
yeah, Tuesday night, Wednesday nights at 6.
Okay.
Canoe Hound Adventures 7:00 Tuesday nights.
Tuesdays. That's right. And of course, we are
Thursdays.
Oh, how's this here? Oh, girl in high details. You guys are coming soon. Excited to chat. You guys are sharing your screen. That was awesome. It was really fun to watch your live stream as well too. So awesome. And yeah, so we are kicking off this Thursday.
That's right.
I know, but
I still got to work tomorrow.
you do. I don't.
Just saying.
It's all good. It's fine. It's all good, honey. So I am Colleen.
I'm Johnny.
Yeah. So welcome. I don't feel like anybody's new here, but if you are new, hey.
There is.
Yeah, there is. Is there?
The watch guy.
The what? You know what? I didn't even know your first name, but this is gonna be us two and you, watch guy. That's it. It's a little intimate chat, and then we're gonna bring our guests in. It'll just be the 5 of us. It's all good. I love it. Anyways, I have no idea where that came from.
Wow.
Oh my god, you guys are funny. And Devin, it's gonna be like an AA meeting. Devin. Hi, I'm Devin. Hey,
Can I stand up? Hi, I'm John.
Right?
I'm married to a Canadian.
What?
I said I love you.
That's right. Exactly. All right. His name is Darren, and thanks. You are welcome. Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight for sure. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
You ready? Okay, let's do it. Our backcountry couple tonight comes from southwestern Ontario, Canada, just about 1 hour down the road from where I grew up. They have hiked, paddled, and camped in some of Ontario's most beautiful provincial parks. So provincial park is kind of like a state park here. We just love their motto. They live by experience is a learning opportunity and a way to connect with nature. So welcome from Ride, Paddle, Repeat, Darren and Karyn.
Hey guys.
Yay!
Hey.
Thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
We're excited to be here.
Oh, we're excited too.
It's our pleasure.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we've chatted a couple times on Canoe Hound show, but man, yeah, this is really cool having you on.
It is cool. I feel like it's kind of fun when you have like, obviously we know what you look like with face, but you know what I mean? But when you can just still like, it's just like our living room and your living room and we're just hanging out and it's all good. Yeah, you know what I mean? I love that
Right.
for sure. For sure. That's awesome.
So
Here we go.
we'll just start right off. So how did y'all meet?
He's right into the nitty gritty.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good one. So I'll tell my side of the story, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, I like this already. Good.
Yeah, so I guess it was close to 8 years ago. I was doing some volunteer work at a local homeless shelter. It was part of our church community as well.
Okay.
And just volunteering, doing some breakfasts and some lunches. And they rotate volunteers. So I was a local volunteer down in the Niagara area. And Karyn still lived in Toronto at the time, but she was doing like a shelter program in Toronto. And as part of their internships, they get to choose different shelters to go visit to learn, how they do things or whatever. So one day Karyn shows up and I'm there and I didn't recognize her, but I was like instantly like, whoa, beautiful redhead, right? So I didn't have any game or anything. I was just kind of shy, but ended up talking to her a little bit because we were helping prep the lunches, and eventually just got her like Facebook information. I don't know if that's still a thing people do, but and started chatting. So yeah, that's my side anyway.
I love it.
Yeah, so I remember doing that placement at the shelter in St. Catharines, but I didn't remember Darren. So when I got the Facebook friend. I was meeting a lot of people that day. Like it was like a whole like it was a whirlwind of meeting people. So when I got the friend request, I was like, "Who's this?" And he goes, "This is Darren from shelter in St. Catharines." And I was like, "Oh, hey." And then we just started chatting. And then eventually, and that went on for like how long? Like a few weeks anyways. And then eventually he was like, "Hey, you want to go out for coffee sometime?" And I guess the rest is history. And then a year later we were married.
Oh my God. How long have you guys been married for?
Almost 8 years now.
Yeah, almost 8 years. It'll be
Wow.
8 years in
So
in
kind of
June.
like the whirlwind tour as well, kind of like us.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No.
When you know, you know.
That's right. When you know,
on.
you know.
When you know, you know. That is true. Were you both like outdoorsy growing up and stuff?
Oh, that's kind of cool because our first date kind of brought that out. So when I took her for coffee, we were going to Niagara Falls, like obviously to see the falls, right?
Yeah.
But I asked her when we were in the car, I was like, okay, so we can do the traditional, we sit and have coffee, look at the falls. Or I asked her, do you want to go on an adventure? And she turned and looked at me and she said, let's go on an adventure. And I was like, yeah.
Yes.
I was kind of shy because, you know, like we were still breaking the ice. But as soon as she said that, it instantly like clicked. Like, honestly, like I gave her a high five. We just clicked right there. And it was like, and then we went down the Niagara Gorge, like did the hike down there.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah, so beautiful. And there's like a secret trail that not a lot of people know about. So you go down the gorge and you go on the secret rock trail, but then you have to climb up ropes, like, you know, like they have like poles on the ground, but you climb ropes and you get this beautiful view of the gorge and the falls the whole time. Yeah, it's really neat. So we did that.
I don't know the secret way there. I like that.
I got
You are.
Come on down and we'll show you.
Yeah, no, it's for like it's a great place to actually experience Niagara Falls without all the tourism
All
and
the crazy people and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
like it's nature, and it is really beautiful. And I never had seen that part before. So
wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing. So that's cool. So obviously you were like, yeah, I like to do stuff. She's liking to do stuff. But did you like growing up though? Like, were you like camp? No. Like, are you from Toronto? Like, are you from the big city?
yeah, I'm from like downtown Toronto.
I love it.
And so I didn't have like a lot of experience.
Sure.
Like this, like camping or anything like that. So it was like, I think was part of the attraction, is that Darren sort of like introduced me to this whole new world of like the outdoors and camping and
from my background, we were very fortunate because we grew up in the Niagara region, so the Bruce Trail was all around, as you know, Colleen. I grew up doing a lot of hikes. The biking culture is very large in Niagara, right? So I was doing some like cross country mountain bike races and stuff, like not winning anything, like coming in like the 5th last place kind of thing, but just for fun. And so I never really I didn't start actually going backcountry camping either until I met Karyn, and we went for the first time with another friend, like couple. And it was such a funny story because, well, I mean, we could talk about that story anytime. I think I kind of mentioned it to Dennis on Canoe Hounds Adventures at one point, but we were out of our element. Like, we knew we were gonna love it, but we weren't prepared. We rented like the heaviest canoe possible.
It was like 70 pounds.
Yeah, it was
like a tank.
Yeah, it was aluminum. It was like an aluminum canoe. Yeah, because it was cheap, right? So we thought, what do we need to spend all this money for? Like, we can handle it. We were young and whatever. But then we ended up like triple carrying like the whole time. And we had a good time because the other couple we were with, they were younger than us and kind of helped. And they also had a lot of experience. So we felt very safe. And they showed us the ropes.
I love it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So we were very fortunate. And after, it was like a suffer fest. But then we came back and we just loved it. We wanted more. So
it was like at one point of the trip, like, and it rained, like it was torrential rain the whole trip. And we didn't have we did have our good MSR tent at that. We just bought that tent for this trip, but we didn't know how to put it up properly. So like it would like rain, like we were soaking wet the whole time and kind of miserable.
Sure.
But
the part,
but at a certain point, it was just like, okay, so the only way out of this is forward.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you just, and it became sort of like, for me anyways, it was like, okay, I did that. I got through that alive.
Isn't it
It was
Right.
just
amazing?
a 4-day trip, but it was pretty
Yeah.
for your first time. Like that's pretty good.
Yeah. So, and I think that was kind of like why we kept doing and started
That's
doing it.
crazy.
Yeah.
But that was like, I mean, you guys hiked like together first. Like
Yeah.
Darren, you said you guys are you're close to the Bruce Trail,
Mhm.
right? Which it goes from Niagara Falls
Yep.
to the Bruce Peninsula, right?
Yeah, you got it exactly. All the way up to Tobermory. Yeah,
All the Tobermory, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which
yeah.
we
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 hiked part of it.
of
We were in the Bruce before.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Right.
beautiful. How long? Do you know how long it is?
I don't have the exact number off the top of my head. It is like, but there are there's a club. There's like the End to Enders Club, who people
Okay.
who like walk it from one end, not
Okay.
obviously at the same time. Like they'll do sections and stuff.
Right, like a section hike or
But it
something.
is. I think it's one of the longest like uninterrupted trails in North America. I couldn't tell you exactly the number. I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah,
John
I'm
looking it up.
curious about that. I'm gonna check that out. So, have you guys hiked part of the Bruce Trail then, like near where you are?
Yeah, like we had done like day hikes and we had done like car camping type trips, which is a lot different than backcountry.
Yeah, it is. Everything's right there, right?
So I think maybe that's another reason why we were a little naive going into it, because we're like, well, we've
Sure.
done a lot of hiking and we've done a lot of camping. Like, how much different can it be? And
Right.
then we discovered that it is a lot different.
It is a lot different for sure. Yeah. The did you see that everyday watch guy said the Bruce Trail was 900 Ks?
Awesome. Thanks, Torin. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually that's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys doing canoeing and stuff like that. We've learned that you guys some pretty nice paddles there.
Oh yeah, thanks. We bought our like first real paddles with our first real canoe actually last year. So we wanted to invest in that because after renting all the time,
Uh-huh.
we didn't always have a great experience. One with the outfitter themselves, and two, like the boats are heavier and they're not ideal for whatever situation you're in. So we
And it's
just
expensive too. Like after a while, we're like doing the math and we're like, maybe it'll pay for itself in a few years.
Right, like if you're going to continue, like you might as well make the investment, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what did you guys end up going with for canoe?
Oh yeah, that's a great story too. And to answer your question about the paddles, yeah, we just got red tail paddles because we saw Marty Morsette's video. Like I
Yes.
know you know
Yeah,
Marty,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did back in I think last year around this time he did a video about red tail.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and it was really neat. So we're like, okay, we'll just get that. It was within our budget too, and
Yeah.
we actually did just order some custom paddles from the Halliburton Forest.
Ooh. Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, no, they're great. They have an awesome Instagram. That's how we found them.
I'm gonna write that down. That's cool.
HF Paddle Shop. Check out their Instagram. Their stuff is beautiful.
Okay.
I know. I think you guys got some Hunter and Harris, right?
We have Hunter Harris paddles, yeah.
Saw that video where you guys went up to Algonquin. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that was pretty sweet.
yeah. But we're gonna try some bench shafts this time.
Oh, you can do bench shafts. Fun. I love that.
Yeah, I think that's probably our next paddle we want to get is a bench shaft.
That's pretty cool. There's so many choices out there. So you're going about your paddles, and you have your canoe of choice.
Oh yes. So the canoe is H2O Canoe Company.
Okay, yep.
And they're a local like builder, I guess, in Tavistock, which is it's only like 45 minutes from London, right?
I know where Tavistock. That's where they have a place that makes cheese there. Tavistock cheese.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah, I mean they're
Right
a little
next
bit
to the
outside.
taxidermy place, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so close to
It's a good
Woodstock.
combination.
Yeah,
Right? I know. I feel like it is
Yeah.
though.
but if you've probably seen Camper Christina has done a whole bunch of videos on her.
Yeah, because
H2O
she's on. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on H2O Canoe Company, right? So we actually had one experience with them before in 2016. It was through Opeongo Outfitters, not Algonquin Outfitters. I
Yes.
think they're mixed up. So I showed up at Algonquin Outfitters the first time, and they didn't have us on the list, but it was Opeongo Outfitters, and they're
Okay.
kind of, on the same lake.
Oh yeah.
They rented H2O boats, and we bought a very similar boat to the one we rented from them because it's great. It's a prospector body, right? It's a 16.4 inch or
Okay.
16.4, yeah. And it's in a Negra basalt layup. So it's like basically plastic and volcanic rock mix. It's not carbon because we can't,
What?
but it's very light. It's less than 40 pounds. I think it's 39. And it's really pretty durable for what it is. Yeah, it worked. Like we took it all over Tomagami. We smashed it up on some rocks there.
That's
And
cool.
What
about-
was
We're such note takers.
yeah,
we're like,
Yes,
what?
so what
like,
was
I
the
can
what
reportage
was
this,
the
this canoe. Like it's
yeah.
so perfect. Like it
Wow.
can like take a bit of a beating, plus it's really light.
right?
And
So it
it's like-
said under 40 pounds. Well, what was the elements it was made out of?
a Negra, which is like plastic, and
Yep.
then basalt. Basalt is like a volcanic kind of rock that they.
Weird.
Yeah, Negra
That's
basalt.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll be chatting with our Canoecopia people for that for sure.
Right, next month.
So yeah, when you guys were canoeing and stuff like that, you have had, like I said in the intro, you've paddled some beautiful parks, right? And I think one of the ones that has stood out to us has been kind of Woodland Caribou, like,
Oh yeah.
and I like
That was 8 days.
so I wrote this down. I wrote Woodland Caribou by the numbers. It was an 8-day trip, 3 days of travel to get there, 24 hours of driving, and you went to another time zone.
Wow, you did your research exactly. Yeah.
I'm a researcher. That's what I do. Yeah.
Bookworm.
But I know I'm a bookworm. But yeah, so I was like, holy moly. Like that's ambitious to say this is the trek that we're gonna take. And I mean, people fly into Woodland, I think, right? Sometimes, but you guys didn't fly in. You guys just put in there. Did you guys do it with an outfitter then?
We did it with Red Lake Outfitters. It was
Red Lake. Yeah.
last year, I think, that Harlan was still running his business.
Okay, right.
Although to be honest, we didn't know that, and if I'm being honest, I kind of had mixed results with it.
Okay.
But the trip itself was fabulous.
The
So
trip
we'll
was
say.
beautiful.
Totally worth it. Yeah.
How'd you go about planning the trip? Did the outfitter help you out, or did you guys have like a set?
No, you're right. Yeah, they actually had a planned trip for us, which it did work out well for us. The 8-day route was something that they already mapped out. When we got there, they did show us on the maps and stuff like that.
Although we lost the map.
Oh, we lost one.
Uh-oh.
I literally just had it out on the bag like a rookie move. Gust of wind just came and just pulled it. And that was it.
Oh
yeah.
man.
We had the other we weren't completely blind, but
because there was a series of other topos, which was really helpful, like more like zoomed in one. The one we lost was like the overall picture, so we're still able to follow the route pretty well. But
right, so you took the blow up pictures and kind of pieced them together like a puzzle to say, okay,
then a big overview.
Did you have it mapped out on your GPS though too, or no?
We didn't have a GPS at that time.
Oh my god!
That was one thing. When we talk about mixed results, it's like we're supposed to get a spot or like an inReach or something. Nope.
No,
it wasn't in there. It wasn't in the bag. So
no, because at Woodland though, there's no like portage signs.
Nope. Yeah.
None of that stuff, right?
Yeah. The first day was a discovery day for us, but once we found out how things work, like they do have axe blazes on the trees and mark portages.
Really?
You can also look at like the lowest lying like land at the end of a lake, and that's usually like where it's going to be.
Right.
And on the map itself, the topos, like they're relatively accurate, so we kind of just relatively, yeah. Some of them, it took us a little bit to find some of them, but for the most part, and Karen's actually, she's got the eagle eye, like she spotted most of them.
No, I'm in the front of the canoe, so it makes it
right. Absolutely, yeah.
Exactly.
It's true. It's a very important spot to be in.
Very important. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I mean, some of your campsites were pretty outstanding in Woodland too. Like holy moly.
Unreal. Yeah. We were really fortunate. It was our first time in the boreal forest, but we watched a lot of YouTube videos for around the area, other people and stuff like that, and it looks exactly like what you see in those pictures. It's amazing. So quiet. We didn't see another person. Yeah, the vistas were great. But it's true with like the burned areas too, right?
So had the fire? You had the fire was last year, or the year before you went? Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah, it was last year. So we were fortunate in that way, but
yeah,
we did end up on a couple of sites that were burned, and so it's a little harder to set up camp because you need to find rocks to anchor down your tent and all that other kind of stuff.
Okay.
And you're trying to hang a tarp, like you need to get creative about that too, because all the trees are non-existent or this high or really like fragile. So it's great for like making fires, but yeah, putting up your camp.
Hi, Louie.
That's really
Hi, Louie.
I love to play with him.
I love it. So, yeah, cross woodland off your list, which I think is pretty epic. I mean, I would love to do. Like, we like to do something like the boundary walk. Like, it's on the list.
It's on the list.
Like everybody's on the list. But you guys did Temagami.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Temagami is really one of those places where, same thing. There's no signs. You know what I mean? Here's your map and here you go kind of thing. And I think that I don't know how you did it, but I think I would probably watch every Camper Christina video because I feel like she knows Temagami like the back of her, hand kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys did the Chimaguchi waterway. What was that? Was that a loop or was that a...
It was meant to be a loop, but it didn't go as planned. I don't know, Karyn, if you want to.
I love how you have a story.
So somebody who this was what a few summers ago now, a couple summers ago.
Okay.
So Darren had just bought a dehydrator, so he was going to dehydrate all of our food, and he did a wonderful job doing that. But he forgot to pack it.
Didn't bring the food.
He forgot to pack the food.
Oh no!
Stop it!
Yeah.
Stop it! Where is your checklist, Darren?
I now do the checklist.
Good job. Okay.
I'm not looking over that part.
Oh my God. Sorry.
So we did it like we ate oatmeal. Like we did have a lot of oatmeal stuff and some pasta. So that's what we ate. But we had to cut the trip a little bit short because we didn't know how much food we would have for the whole trip.
Absolutely.
Right.
Totally my fault.
But we still made it. Like we were there for still like 6 nights, was it?
Yeah, it was still full 7 days. Like the plan is to go and on the Chinaguchi waterway, like you saw, like everybody comes in at Matagamasee Lake and they go up to Wolf Lake and
Wolf
in
Lake.
Chinaguchi and then back down and around. But when you get back to Matagamasee, you can also go up the East Arm and get into Donald Lake, which we really wanted to see because John from Lost Lakes,
Yes.
Yeah, he has a lot of videos from like his old archive.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the channel about Donald, and we were like, we have to see this.
Right.
So we, instead of going up and all the way around Chinaguchi and back down to Matagamasee, we kind of went up to Wolf Lake, which is absolutely beautiful. Went back down the same way we came, but on the like west arm of Matagamasee. Then went up the east arm of Matagamasee and did, instead of having to go all the way around, back down and out. So it still worked out. We didn't see Chinaguchi Lake itself, but we got to see the highlights. We got to see, that way we actually got to see the pictographs on Matagamasee.
Yes.
Paradise Lagoon on like in between
So
Wolf
beautiful.
Lake, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, when you see those photos, that's why they're called those names. Like it's paradise. Like it's absolutely gorgeous. And that's unreal.
And
so
it's not operating park, so you don't have to pay anything, which is amazing.
Right. Did you see people on that route though?
Yeah,
we saw people there, but it was still absolutely gorgeous, and it looked like there would be a lot of blueberries too. Like I guess when we went, we were just out of season, but like there's so many blueberry bushes around too.
Okay.
Whenever people take photos, you just see their hands are like buckets of blueberries too.
we only found a few though. So
Okay. Did you trade anybody like a little thing of oatmeal for like a Mountain House pack or something like that? Would you partner in the backcountry?
Yeah.
I know.
Learned a lesson that way. Yeah.
Were you guys hunting squirrels?
I know.
Yeah, we don't fish either.
I know.
So we couldn't even like.
I know. Yeah, we don't fish either, so we were just like, it was an oatmeal.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Too funny.
Every trip though has like a story, like where we have something planned, and then something completely different happens.
Which is fine. So you did it. That's the whole. You have to overcome it, right? That's
Yeah.
the
I
thing,
think
which I
Bear
love.
said the adventure starts when your plans fail or something like that.
Yeah.
You overcome, adapt, and you move on,
Oh,
and you still have
and
fun
you
doing
just,
it.
Yeah, you just exactly just go through it.
Yeah, we just ate oatmeal. It was fine, right?
It's fine.
Like,
Yeah.
we had
Peanut butter.
food
We had peanut butter.
and we had peanut butter. Like, so we
Oh,
like
You were fine.
Yeah.
Come on. So we had the pleasure of canoeing Algonquin a couple years ago,
Mhm.
and we did. We went off Highway 60, and we put in at
Smoke.
Smoke Lake, right? So we kind of that southern kind of. We did a loop through
West.
Bonnechere and I can't even think of our loop now that we did, but we did a 6-day thing, which is awesome.
Mhm.
But you guys did like a north trip.
Yeah,
right?
we the west side.
So we were south.
South?
Yeah, but
Was it south?
yeah, that's the south because the west would be you put in at Cache or something, I think, right? So north you either put it at Brent or
Right.
like Kiosk. Am I right?
Yep, you got it.
Yeah. All right, that's what I thought. So where'd you guys put in at?
Yeah, you're right. It was at Kiosk Lake. And,
Oh, Kiosk. I'm sorry, not Kiosk. Kiosk. Yeah.
I might be mispronouncing it. I know there's a certain way.
I feel like you're saying it correctly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it might be a debate.
yeah, yeah. But that would be
Toque or a beanie.
Skull caps.
No, you're right. It's a toque.
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
That loop actually was we borrowed it off of Camper Christina's blog actually, and we messaged her.
Oh,
But
okay.
You know a lot from her?
yeah, well, actually, the Tamagami trips we did actually do a lot of she gave us a lot of information for.
She's so good, and she
Yeah.
knows
She's so
all
ni-
that
she's so
stuff,
nice.
and she's so lovely. Like,
Yeah.
come on, and I feel like and same thing. I know that if we're going to a certain area, I mean, John does most of our research, anyways. But
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, you just like hammer it out. Do you see, stuff that's going to help you? And did you reach out to Christina then, and then she just kind of?
Yeah, we did because I just wanted to get some info on like how the portage conditions and stuff were because she's very she's pretty in good shape for what she does, right? Like so a lot of the portages she does are pretty physical.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. And on her trip when she did it, I guess it rained a lot. For us, it was the opposite. It was awesome. It rained a couple of days, but absolutely beautiful weather pretty much the most of the part. And we did it like kind of backwards. I think recently Alexis Outdoors, she did the same kind of loop, but they did it the other way around with her.
Okay.
Her
Yeah,
partner,
her and Brandon. Yeah.
that race or whatever that they did. So we did it the other way, which is basically from Kiosk going down into Maple, like through Maple Creek, and coming around Big Thunder and up like Club and back through Mink.
Okay.
Most people go like from Kiosk, they go to Mink first, Little Mink or what have you, come down to the Club and do it the other way around.
Okay.
So all the heavy portages were like at the beginning of a trip, and the rest of the elevation downhill. So that worked out good for us, but the first couple of days were a bit physical, but absolutely worth it. Like our first site was gorgeous. It was my birthday.
Beaver.
Yeah.
And we had we got a beaver on tape, and he didn't flinch. He was just doing his own thing and
beaver business.
Yeah, doing his beaver business. We got a good 5-minute video of him just chewing up.
You could just I saw the video, and I mean, it was a big beaver.
Yeah,
he was pretty.
Was he as big as the one we had?
He was pretty. They were kind of about the same size, but it was round. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was. That was pretty fun.
When you see wildlife up close and personal, you kind of go, "Come on!"
Literally less than 3 feet away.
And he didn't care. He had no. He just he didn't care that we were there. And
right.
It was kind of. I don't know. I love that.
It's a bonus when you see wildlife for sure. Is Maple Creek the creek that is covered with all the alders?
I guess maybe depending on the season. It wasn't
maybe the season. Okay.
The first portage coming from Kiosk into Maple Creek is muddy. It's muddy, but it's not too alders strewn.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't too choked up by any means. The water level was a little lower, so there's some beaver dams.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's totally fine. Yeah.
Right.
So what kind of artifacts did you all come across on the trip?
Because there's a lot in the northern part of the park there.
Totally. You want to give the mining camp or whatever?
Oh yeah. So there was this. What was that? The second night? or
The
okay,
fourth, it was. I
the
think it was
fourth
last-
night there was like a cool mining camp. What lake was that
or
again?
logging camp. It was
He
on
knows. He
Club.
remembers the lakes.
Yeah,
names.
it was on
Oh, okay.
Club Lake, and when you first come into Chios, you'll see like as part of the access, there's like an old rail line. I guess maybe it might even still be active. I'm not even sure.
Oh,
And then
wow.
there's a bridge that even goes over part of a lake. So
Okay.
it looked like it was a logging camp, and there was even like a logging cart with like the engine intact still. There was no top. It was just like the chassis, the engine, the wheels and stuff like that. And looks like some pump system or something like that. And it was a really cool site. That was the one night it rained on us, unfortunately, because I would have loved to use the bonfire. It's really well elevated. They had like the bonfire pit was made out of bricks and everything. Like it looked like an actual like camp for a logging like setup.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, that was really cool. It's right on Club Lake. It's the one that's, I guess, closest to the portage getting into Mink, but you have to kind of head on the towards the west side of it, west and north. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
beautiful. Very, very nice. Yeah, I think it's really cool when you come across that kind of fun stuff or whatever. And Karyn, you did a cute little a trick that I never thought of, but I'm gonna do it now. Is under your tent, you collected moss and you made like a little moss, like little bed thing underneath your tent.
Yeah. When was that? Was that
Chiniguchi.
that was in Chiniguchi, which it was a little controversial at the time, I guess, because some people thought like, oh, that we were like disturbing the area too much, but it had rained, like, and so there was actually on that campsite there was nothing, like, was all mud, and so we would have just been sleeping in mud. So I did find moss and just kind of patted it.
Yeah.
And that was a great way of just staying like comfortable for the night.
I agree. And off the ground a little bit like further,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I was like, that was
And
brilliant.
that was a really like warm,
Yeah, it was very
like
comfortable.
warm
Yeah,
and comfortable throughout the
I
night.
think it's a great idea. No, it was really, really cool.
Yeah, natural insulator.
Yeah, exactly. The other
Mhm.
thing is that we didn't do it on our canoe trip. Did we do that?
We did what?
Anyways, electrolytes. You guys take electrolytes when you guys are like on a big trip. I mean, we do it now when we do that. So how do you guys take yours? I mean, I think it's a big deal to do that. Like
Oh,
you need to do that now. So
Yeah,
what are you guys using?
We just buy the stuff off Amazon. It's called Hydrolyte. I guess it's like Swiss, like crystals.
Is it
or
like a
whatever.
liquid or something? Or is it
They
powder?
come in a very little package of crystals. You just
Okay.
drop the crystals in there, your Nalgene, and shake it,
Okay.
and they're good to go in a few minutes. So I
Great.
find that pretty good. They don't have like all the sugars and stuff. It's
See,
more
that's
of
the thing.
that's-
That's what
that-
we wanted
that-
to look for too.
That's huge.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out then, because I mean we just found it was so, again, use the word integral, but I mean it helped you when you're on this like big physical, trip, no matter if you're hiking or backpacking or canoeing or whatever that is. I mean it's a
Yeah.
big deal for
I
sure.
mean, you're sweating and you're losing a lot of salt.
Yeah, you are. I know. I know on our trip,
Nobody's packing salt because that weighs too much.
no, like we said that we said that our canoe trip was the hardest working vacation we've ever been on.
Oh yeah.
Because you're pulling and you're slogging
Sweat.
and you're lifting, and it's like,
Sweating your tail off.
that's right. It's crazy. So
Sometimes you wonder, is this a vacation?
right? That's
like
coming up.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is coming up for sure. So I know that as a kid, I went to camp and I learned how to paddle a canoe. But that's as being a kid, do you know what I mean? And then I just did it recreationally a little bit, and then obviously we got together and embarked on this crazy canoe trip, where it was kind of like a learning curve again. And
Mhm.
Karyn, you did something special. You took lessons. You went to a workshop.
Yeah. So I went to this was
2020.
2020.
I know. It's so weird. I know.
COVID made, I don't even know times.
I know, exactly.
So, in 2020, in the summer there, I did a Paddle Like a Girl workshop, which was like a weekend workshop, and it was so much fun.
Oh yeah, that's with Tori Bear.
With Tori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like being with like-minded women and just hearing their different stories. And I think like, because I'm not a very good paddler, and I'm still not all that like great. I've learned everything sort of just by doing it, and I've never taken any formal lessons or
Right.
just Darren showing me. And you never listen to like it's a lot better to hear it from somebody else, like Tori,
Right.
than from your partner. So, which is kind of true, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
Like when he tells me, no, you have to paddle like this, he's micromanaging. And then, but if Tori
I'm like,
there,
paddle hard, let's go. There's a rock, He's like, okay,
So I'm glad I took those, like, so I kind of have a better idea of,
right.
But still by no means an expert paddler,
Right.
but
No,
But you guys,
It had to have been a lot of fun though.
like,
yeah, it was so much fun.
Did you actually get to like camp? I mean, she has a like, I think her backyard's all set up to have like campsite
Right.
and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so she has a huge, they have like, it's on a,
Magnetawan River.
yeah, on the Metamon
Right,
River,
yeah.
and it's just a gorgeous site. And so
Yeah.
we just camped there, and
I got to meet Jim, which is great.
yeah, that was like,
It's me too. Oh,
that's
that's
cool.
cool.
He's
Yeah, that's
he's
a bonus for sure.
He's a big dude.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's huge.
I
and
know.
he told, and I tried this the following
Oh,
summer.
yeah.
He was telling us that this like, so we wouldn't be bothered so much by mosquitoes, is that if you just like let the mosquitoes bite you really badly
What?
for like a few hours, then it's because it's like a mind over matter type of thing. So then the next summer we went on a short trip,
Back to Wolf Lake.
we went back to
basically,
Wolf Lake,
Okay.
and this time it was in the middle of May too.
Oh yeah, it was like, I think it was the May 24 weekend.
Yeah, and so I was going to do that. I was not going to wear any like mosquito stuff. Like, so I did the whole weekend without anything.
And she got bit. For sure.
And I got
had
bit,
the
and it
bug
wasn't worth
jacket,
it. It
but-
wasn't worth it. I was just like,
No,
no, like I was miserable the whole time.
because Jim
Oh.
is a beast.
Yeah.
I was just like, no.
Oh man.
Oh
No.
my god.
I don't even think I know. I couldn't.
No, not a chance. What was
Yeah.
I know one of the things that Tori does is, or that the students do, or with the class, is you have to, you got your little canoe lift. You know what I mean? Right? Put it into portage position. So how heavy was the canoe that you did?
Yeah, good job. It's like 45 pounds.
Yeah, it's heavier than the one we have now. So like about 45 pounds.
Oh,
That's
Maybe
good.
more. I have the lighter one though.
Okay. I'd be scared. I don't know.
you could do it.
I probably could, but I just was like, I see everybody do it, and I love watching her videos and her Instagram on it. I think it's a fantastic course. Did you get to do any like little whitewater stuff like by the river at all that they're on?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I think
When they did it, she did the first workshop. Unfortunately, they actually had torrential rain like for most of it too. So they learned how to make fire in the rain and stuff like that. So I think-
Well, there you go. Hey, that's a great way to learn.
That is really good.
yeah. I think she was planning on doing that in future. I didn't get that workshop if they did do that.
Right.
But yeah. And then
Right.
I'm excited that in September coming
Yeah.
up, we're doing a paddle like a girl Tomogamy trip 4 days.
So
like
kind of alumni from her
Yeah.
classes or whatever all
Yeah.
gonna get together. Obviously, you're gonna go.
Of course, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah,
excited
yeah.
about that.
That's
Yeah.
cool. How many?
Wow.
Any idea on how many are all going?
I think there's a total of eight women.
That's manageable.
Oh,
That's good.
that's
I
cool.
feel like that's a good size group. It's not like
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
It's not too crazy. No, for sure. So when you guys kind of started getting into all this, oh my god, we're loving adventure, right? You guys went to the Toronto Outdoor Show.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's cool.
That
Yeah.
was cool. That's where like I got to meet like everybody like in person.
Oh,
Like I said, it was just like yeah. I was like fangirling, like it was crazy.
I love you too.
Yeah. Because first it was like that's when the the Northern Scavengers were presenting their Labrador trip.
Yes.
But before they did it at the Toronto Outdoor Show, they had like a premiere at the Big Rock Brewing Company. So I
Okay.
told Karen, I'm like, we have to go. Like, absolutely, we're going. So we actually got to talk to Noah a lot,
Yep.
and it was really good. And he's really chill, really nice guy, right? So
That's awesome.
when I walked in, like it was 2 men in a canoe. Ben, he was just finishing up his presentation. So
Yeah.
me and Noah were just hanging in the back. We were just chatting. And then he went up and did his presentation. That was awesome. And I was just about to leave, and Alexis Outdoors walks, like Karina walks in with, at that time, it was, I guess, her other partner.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
you know, so we started talking. And then they were on the way to go see like Brad and Leah.
Leah.
We were
Oh my
doing
God.
presentation. So I walked with them and was talking with them. And like, I sat next to Kevin Callan. I'm like at the presentation. I was like, "What is this? This is crazy!" Like
This is
everybody.
crazy.
Wow, this is like Canoe Hot Adventures live.
But did you know all these people from before though?
No, not really. Like outside of just casually chatting to Noah at his premiere,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then talking to him. So I just introduced myself, and I had maybe 5 minutes of conversation with each.
Good
You know,
for
because
you.
it's so
Good for
busy.
you.
There's so many people, and just got to watch a lot of a great presentation. So
Sure.
yeah, it was a really cool experience, and I didn't film anything. I just wanted to just kind of soak it in.
Take it all in.
I'm
Absolutely.
not a huge outdoor show kind of person, and neither Karen more so because she's a city girl, but for
Yeah.
me it was almost overwhelming. It was just really
It's
cool.
a lot of people in a small place. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, had Dennis had his show then or no? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he did. Yeah, he did.
Okay. All right. That's so did you watch Dennis's show like before then too?
Yeah, it was. And what's funny is that through the mountain bike scene in Niagara, Dennis has done some races that my brother
Oh,
did
I
on
think I knew
and
that
myself.
actually.
Yeah. So we
yeah.
actually we knew Dennis, but not like as friends or anything.
Sure.
We just saw each other at the races and would kind of like, you know, chat at the start line or whatever. But
Okay.
and we found out later, oh, okay, like that's who Dennis is. So that was actually my first time meeting him since like the races too.
Okay. Okay. I know we were stoked because we like watched it, right? Like, you know, everyone's videos. And then we were like,
Right.
ooh, we can't wait like to go. And of course they didn't have it the following year. And I don't think it's happening this year, is it? No.
I don't think so.
No.
So maybe next year.
I know. And then you also did the winter canoe camping symposium thing. That's in Guelph, I think, right?
It's in Waterloo actually.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So just yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we were still living in Toronto at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really neat too because at that was when Dave from Lure of the North came and everybody was asking about, you know, where's Kylan at, right?
Yeah.
And Dave's like, oh, you know, she's just handling some stuff at home and all that. And a week later, we see the announcement that she's on alone, right?
She's not alone.
And we're
Yeah.
like, oh, that's so crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, keep it on the down
That's on the
low.
down low, right? Exactly. Wow. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and probably the most memorable thing from the symposium for me anyway was finally getting to meet Buck because Buck was like Jim's dog because Jim was presenting.
Yeah.
So we got to see him before and the unfortunate stuff happened with him too. But
Right.
that was really neat. Yeah.
Because Jim presented, I think, during that one
Yeah,
too, then, right?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Okay, bring up your puppy. Where's the puppy?
Louie, come here. Now he's all of a sudden shy.
Yeah. No, our dog, he doesn't go on a lot of adventures, but he's
No.
So does I mean, Louis, he hikes with you guys though, right?
on some of the trips, like on our day hikes, maybe, yeah. But not on the backcountry. I don't think he'd be very comfortable in the.
No. Have you had him in the canoe? Like,
Not
have
yet.
you practiced with them or anything like that?
No.
Oh, it's a nice looking puppy
Oh,
dog.
look at that fuzzy face.
They're super cute.
I think
Reminds me of Chewy.
Kind of.
like the reason why we don't take him is this we feel like he'll just be so much extra work.
Okay. Yeah. I
And
mean,
we're already busy, like, and he's small too, so I would worry about, like, I don't know, him.
he'd be lunch for a bear or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. I know. Well, not the bear's going to eat the dog, but yeah, I know.
You'd be surprised. Little dogs can make themselves real big.
Well, that's true too. That's true.
Yeah.
But no. So do you board the puppy then or whatever?
He goes to grandma's house.
Of course he does. Very cool.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit of a passion, we have to say, having to do with blades and axes.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of a collection there, huh?
Yeah, just only a few, but they're like a select few that I really appreciate.
That's
And I try and
good.
support like like more of a smaller businesses and local ones. Like there
Okay.
are some absolutely great knives, for example, you can get from like Mora and all that stuff, right? And they
Right.
make stuff, but as part of my heritage too, like we found on the Instagram's another cool thing that we like participate in, and we're able to find some stuff. So on the back, I think it's the Bushcraft Knives Instagram page. There's
Oh.
Pars Bushcraft Knife,
Oh.
Pars, and is a gentleman in Turkey, and I'm half Turkish, so I'm Canadian, but
Okay.
like, my dad's from Turkey, right? So,
Okay.
well, when we saw stuff, it was like really really cool, and I didn't really think I was actually gonna be able to buy a knife from him because we have a budget too, but Karen really, as a Christmas present, she let me get it, which is really cool. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
beautiful.
so it's a
Spoiled
really
brat.
cool knife, and
Nice.
yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like it's also a work of art, but like we definitely use it like a tool, like the way that should be, right, for the knife. But it's
Right.
it's a thicker blade, I guess. So it's harder to do more of a delicate stuff. It's more for like I guess like almost chopping and like batoning and stuff like that. So
Okay.
Right.
yeah,
So
it's pretty cool. But then we
it's
have some
built to
other
take a
cheaper knives.
beating.
Did
Sorry,
you
John.
did you bring did you buy a sheath for it? Did you have one made or?
It actually, I'll grab it. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, go get it
Yeah,
for sure.
So what? While we're waiting, what type of breed is Louis?
Louis is a Shih Tzu Poodle mix.
Okay.
There you go.
I have a Shih Tzu Bichon mix. He's so the breed's called a Chauncey Renoir. They're known as the teddy bear dog. He looks very similar to your dog.
Very
Yeah.
close in color
Yeah.
for sure.
His name's Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. I like that. That's a good name.
Right?
Yep. He just turned 15 years old.
Oh wow,
Oh,
good for him. And
Yeah.
he's still doing well. Like he's still active.
He's hanging in there. Yeah, he's doing all right now.
Sounds
What
awesome.
you got?
So this is the it comes with a sheath.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it comes with fire steel as well, which is
Okay.
pretty awesome.
Right.
And,
Very nice.
It's a big one. That's nice.
yeah, and it's all like Turkish leather work, I guess.
Oh wow.
And then also it comes with this thing, which I take it off because it just kind of gets in the way, but that's kind of like their logo. And
Okay. Is that like your little dongle kind of thing, like to hang it off of?
Yeah, you can dangle it off your belt, which is pretty good. And then the blade itself is this guy.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, that's pretty.
Very pretty.
Yes.
As you can see, it's pretty thick.
It's really thick,
Yeah,
actually.
wow. Yeah, that thing's definitely designed to take a beating. What
Yeah.
what kind of wood is it that's on the handle?
It's walnut scales, which is really nice. And I just put on some what's that?
Linseed oil?
Yeah, linseed boiled, double boiled. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Oh wow.
it's really supple, but it's Schleppner steel as well, so it's not your traditional like carbon steel. It's
Okay.
a steel, so it's a little more durable, so it could take more of a beating. Just a little harder to keep sharp. That's all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Very pretty, beautiful knife.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Good
Thanks
job,
for
Karen.
Yeah. Give her credit. She bought it.
Right? And so Karen, I mean, you are you're famous.
am I?
Yeah, you are.
You had a nomination
yeah,
for something.
well, your poem. Tell us about your poem that you had published.
Yeah, no, it's just like a small literary, like, so I've just been publishing poems in like different small literary magazines.
Okay.
And, yeah.
That's fancy.
I think it's cool. Like I think she's
so
doing a bit
cool.
more, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the poem about? And how do you get selected? Like, how do you do that?
So I just submitted it to like a creative writing contest.
Okay.
And the magazine is quarterly.
Okay.
And so, and then it just, I don't know what one, but the poem that poem that got selected was it's about a snowflake.
Okay.
In very, like general terms and
Okay.
sort of the beauty of nature. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
I think it's fantastic. Well, congratulations on that. That's really cool.
Very
Thank
cool.
you.
It is for sure. And then we were part of what was it called?
The canoe flip
The Canoe
challenge.
Flip Challenge.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Right. And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
nominated you guys.
You did. Thank you.
Yeah. And then
Mhm.
and then you did it with, is it Taran, right? Everyday Watch Guy.
Yeah.
Right. So so that was really cool.
And that's how we actually got our canoe too.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's what sealed it for us. It's because
Okay.
at the time when you guys nominated us, it took
Yeah.
us a while, right? Because we didn't have a canoe, and
Oh.
it was late in the season too, so a lot of the outfitters and stuff didn't have them available.
That
So I
was
did.
like us.
Yeah. Because yours was cool too, because you had like a free seater, right, or something like that. John?
It was like a 65-pound 3-seater with no yoke in the middle, and we ended up going to one of our just a local sporting goods shop down the road and asked if we could borrow, because we don't have a canoe.
Yeah, we don't
So
have
we
one.
just asked, say, hey, you got a canoe we can borrow for this challenge? And the guy's like, oh, I got one. I'll just bring it over tomorrow, and you guys can do
But
it.
he
So
brought his from home.
brought his from home, and
Yeah.
I was like, what a boat anchor.
Yeah.
I was like,
Not.
Man, that was big.
Right, but same thing. So you didn't have one. So you reached
Yeah.
out to H2O then?
Yeah, we did, just
That's a
because.
good idea.
Yeah, and well, I've reached out to be fair to them, like other like the Novacraft and stuff too, right?
Sure.
Just to see, but H2O got like the gentleman who runs it, Dave Hill. He's really he got back to me really quick. He really wanted to support like the cause, and it was really nice.
Oh, that's so
You know,
nice.
yeah, and he let us like come to his property, right, and see a couple of boats, and then choose one to flip. And Torin was there, my brother, everyday watch guy, which is awesome. And we, because everybody has their own take of like how to do it, right? So we decided we would like try and do it as like a brother challenge back and forth. We're twins too, so that kind of challenge, and it worked out great. And then afterwards, as I was talking to Dave about the canoes, that's when we kind of decided, like, you know what, we want to buy one of those boats. And at that time, even with Swift, they had a big backlog, due to the pandemic and everything.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right.
So, but Dave was able to get us into a boat pretty quickly, and we really liked what they were doing anyways with the layups and the research and stuff. He originally started making like racing sculls and stuff, so he had like a lot of background in racing boats and stuff like that. So he kind of knows what he's doing. It's really cool.
That's cool.
very
We
nice.
get a lot of compliments on our boat when we.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't know too much about H2O until Christina got hers. Like, honestly. And I was like, oh, where'd that come from kind of thing. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, when she was at the show and
Yeah.
she was showing what was it, her pack boat that she got.
Right. I wonder if they're going to be at Canoecopia. I should look up the list.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if they go that
Oh.
far. It's like a 2-man shop basically, but that would be
Yeah.
cool for sure. Yeah.
No, for sure. I'll find out. And then maybe you can give us their like info and we can like reach out to them or whatever.
Absolutely.
So you guys, first timers in the backcountry, now you've had a chance to, as you become more seasoned, you've brought other people out that have been first timers. What is that like?
Oh, it's such a cool experience. Especially, and I really respect this couple too, because
Okay.
some people have backgrounds like just in general, like with more athletic stuff in water sports. But
Sure.
the friends that we brought out, they're originally from India, and they, they're economic immigrants. So he actually works at the same place I do.
Yes.
And his name is Bob, and his wife is Kruti, and they're a super nice couple. They're like willing to try anything. They don't even know how to swim. So of course you can understand they might be a little like intimidated, like going
Absolutely.
in, right? So we started them off just by taking them to like the Jordan Harbor, which is an area in Niagara where I learned how to canoe at a
Okay.
summer, kind of like you at a summer camp. I learned how to canoe.
Okay. Yeah.
We follow their boat. So, and it's pretty shallow. So we just wanted to make sure they were comfortable, and they tried it with us. We had a great time. Actually, that photo that I think you put on the Instagram story is one that Kruti took of us at the waterfall.
Okay. I love that photo. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was really excited when they said, okay, we want to go backcountry, right? I'm like, wow, okay. So we
Like they dove right in there. Like I was like,
oh yeah, they dove harder than we did. Like a big
Wow.
big commitment for them. and I was really impressed. Now, unfortunately, at that time, Karen actually couldn't make it. She was planning on coming, but we had a family thing that she had to stay back for. So it was just myself taking Bobbin and Crucci out, but we just did like we took the water taxi in Opeongo and Algonquin Park, and we stayed on Prue Lake, which is just that next portage over. So we could do like a day trip to like Big Crow and look at the fire tower, that big lookout, and all that cool stuff. And we also got a free cedar canoe, kind of like what John was flipping.
Right.
We rented from the Algonquin Outfitters, and yeah, they had a great time. They did really, really well. Like we took our time with slow pace, but it was the first time with them portaging and stuff like that, and they held their own. Like and they didn't care about the bugs. They were just having a great time. Like
You're probably smiling the entire time too, right?
Yeah. Their attitude is like something I was like, man, I wish I was more agreeable. Like when I'm doing something for the first time.
What about their gear? Like, did you have gear to share with them or something, or did they just use like regular backpacks or?
Yeah, no, you're right. We did have some gear, and then they also rented from Algonquin Outfitters, so they did get a good outfit.
Okay, good. Well, and was it their first time like sleeping in a tent and stuff like
that?
Yeah,
everything. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. Have they been out since?
They want to. They're expecting a baby right now, so their priorities are a little different. But
sure,
we did have plans. We had plans, and we will continue to have plans. To take them in the future for sure.
Yeah, they want to go. They want to go on a longer trip this time. That's what they were saying.
That's so cool. I just love how you get that bug. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, just a little bite, and it's like, okay, I'm in.
You're hooked. I know, right?
Honestly, like, I think anyone like it depends is on attitude, really. Like if you have an open attitude and you're willing to have an adventure, like you don't have to be like a physical beast in order to do it. Or
no, you can eat oatmeal and get bitten by mosquitoes, and you're fine.
Yeah, like it's all it's all good.
No problem. Right on. That's so funny.
So you guys you also have a Subi.
Yeah, you're right. We do. We love our Subaru, and we don't have it souped up like you do. Maybe one day. Yeah.
What kind of Subi y'all got?
It's a cross track, like the 2015 XV. So
yeah.
Pretty good. It carries the canoe really well, carries the bikes really well. It's everything we need, and it's still like, it's very capable. Like some of those Temagami access roads can get pretty sketchy, but it handles it really well. So
yeah.
We have a bike rack. I insisted that we get a bike rack on this car.
Yes.
Because I'm just so tired of Darren throwing the bike in the back seat.
In the back. Okay.
And mud getting everywhere.
Yes.
But somehow the bike gets thrown into the back.
Use the bike rack.
I know.
So is your bike rack mounted on the back, or is it you have one that goes on the roof?
No, you're right. We have a hitch, so it's a hitch mounted bike rack in the back.
Okay.
And the reason, in my defense, but she's right, to be fair to her, absolutely. But in my defense, like in the winter with the fat bike, a lot of assault on the roads if I have the bike on the rear, like on the rack, a lot of the slush and stuff and the salt gets kicked up into the brake set. So it kind of messes with the.
So that's the reason why.
Yeah. But it's true. But you're right too. I could just wipe it down and.
Sure.
Oh, that's just more work.
I know, right?
I know.
Yeah.
What trips are in the works for this year?
Ooh, that's a good one. We this past season we were really fortunate to do one trip in Temagami with a friend of ours, Paul Hoy, who's big on Facebook groups. Yeah, but one of them was with Paul.
Oh yeah, one.
Okay.
So we're doing another. Well, the plan is hopefully to do an early July trip in Temagami and one of the regions that neither of us have traveled before yet. But he's got, it involves some crown land and stuff like that. We've actually invited Dennis on it, so we'll see. It just depends on the timing.
For timing, yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it would be cool, but we'll see. So that's right now, honestly, like that's as far as we got for the trip. But for sure, we'll be doing some other stuff. I'd love to explore more in Temagami and maybe
Quetico, I think we
in Quetico would be.
didn't think about Quetico.
We should meet you guys if you guys go to the Boundary Waters.
I was that would be the point. That
Yeah.
would be more than your 24-hour driving. You know what I mean? That's way up and over.
A long way over.
I know for sure.
I
But
don't
yeah,
even, I
that
don't know.
actually would be cool.
I don't even know what would be short to go up and over or down and around.
You would probably have to go. It'd be probably shorter for you to come through the States, I bet.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I bet it is.
we were thinking that, but when we did Woodland Caribou, we didn't. We went up and
Because
around.
we're
And you went up, yeah,
13 hours
from Ely, Minnesota.
to Ely, Minnesota from us
get into
from GR. We're 13 hours.
Yeah.
And you are just west,
And you're
or
like
just-
an
you're-
hour outside of London, so that's another
5 hours.
Yeah, so yeah, it's shorter to
Because
come
we're-
this way. Then there you go.
So yeah,
absolutely. When the
because
border
it's from our door to London is 4
Yeah.
hours,
Right.
and
Well,
that's
not
including.
bad at all.
It's not that at all. No.
So-
We're in good shape when it comes to that kind of stuff for sure.
Not when we move up north.
Not when we move up north.
That'll be
Absolutely.
different.
I know. So, but Darren, you touched on your biking a little bit. Now, I know, Karen, you don't do any mountain biking. It's kind of like John and I. John dives. I don't dive, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
you race, right? And you're like part of a club and stuff like that? Or...
How many bikes do you have?
Oh,
That's what I want to know.
Well, you know how it is, John. Once you get married, you tend to lose the number of bikes you have, right? No, that's cool. Frankly, now I only have one bike right now, but it's
What?
another.
what?
No, he sold a couple.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, Karen has her commuter bike, and
Yeah.
the bike that I have now is actually really neat. It's like it's a local build again. It's from a builder in Toronto. They're
Okay.
called RSD bikes, so like rubber side down RSD. And the concept is it's a fat tire bike, not a full fat tire like Swifty Paddler is in the chat. He's got like a real.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm kind of like plus size, I guess. So the concept is it has a rigid fork and fat tires for the winter, but in the summer you can flip it out and get a suspension fork, which I do have, and then put like more summer mountain bike tires on it, and it works pretty good in the summer as well. So it's kind of modular that way.
Hmm.
So that's the only bike. Whereas before I would have like a summer bike, which is like my regular mountain bike, and then a fat bike in the winter. But we've moved recently, so sold the bikes and stuff, and just got this
Great.
one. It actually works really well right now. Like I'm pretty happy with the setup, to be honest. But
That's
I mean,
cool.
you can never have too many bikes, right? So
Right.
It's the space. I agree with you.
So do you have what other hobbies do you all have for both of you? We'll start with you, Karen.
yeah.
Other than being in the backcountry.
Other than being in the backcountry, what are my hobbies?
reading and writing. Like,
Well, yeah, so like poetry.
That's amazing.
I'm an artist.
And what kind of artistry?
So I do painting, and then I've been dabbling in doing like mask making and sculptures lately.
Ooh, love
Yeah,
it.
which is fun.
Do you have
And
an Etsy store?
not yet.
not, I keep like there's a lot of things in the works with that. Like
like that.
we're
Okay.
also we're trying to get up a blog too
Okay.
with all of our. It's just
We should talk to you guys. Maybe you can help
yeah,
us.
this is
I-
finding time to
It's
get a lot of
time. I know.
like, with
I know.
work
Yeah.
and yeah, so
That's a lot to keep you busy and everything else goes on in life. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Did any of your friends go, oh my gosh, I can't believe how outdoorsy you are now, and how oh my God, you would never do that, but now you're out doing this kind of stuff, right? Has anybody said that to you?
yeah, like I like some of my city friends are like
Right.
when we talk about like vacations and things like that, they like I remember like talking about I think our last trip to Temagami, and just they were like, that does not sound fun at all. And I'm like, but it is the most fun. Like it's such an incredible experience. And I think when you like, I don't know, like I can't imagine kind of like going on vacation and laying on a beach really anymore. Maybe there's
Okay.
times I can, but
Yeah. I like both, but I know what you mean. But when you're talking to your friends in Toronto, they're like, we're going to cottage country for the weekend, so no, I'm out, right? Like,
Yeah, like it's like, oh, we're gonna sit on the
Skokas or whatever, right?
We're heading to
Exactly.
the Skokas.
There you go. It's
And
back
that's not really, I don't know, that's
regular folks just don't. They just don't get it. You
Yeah.
know, who doesn't want to poop in the woods? It's fine. Right?
hard.
Exactly, for sure. Oh my gosh. You guys are fun. This has been awesome.
We haven't let Darren answer the question.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm excited. Okay, go.
So what other hobbies do you have, Darren?
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, you got it, Colleen. I was gonna say, very much thanks to my brother who has an awesome channel that I might just throw a plug out for Everyday Watch Guy.
Everyday watch guy.
Sorry.
I said everyday watch guy.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I've recently been getting into timepieces. Now I don't have an expensive or varied collection, but I do have a brother who basically gifts me watches, which is awesome. Like, so the one I'm wearing right now is kind of cool. It's a company called Borealis, and they're, I guess, out of Portugal.
Okay.
And I don't know. It's just like but they're good watches to bring into the backcountry because I actually find one of the tools that I can't go without, especially in the backcountry, is a good watch because I don't want to bring out my phone, right? Like I do bring my phone for maybe the GPS feature now that we use and some photos, but like keeping track of time and low light visibility because it has like lume on the dial, so it kind of glows in the dark. It's really good to be able to see accurate time at all times of the day and into the evening, and it's good for orientation too because this one has a dive bezel. Not that you would ever use it, I guess, for timing, because John, if you're diving, you would probably use it more for what it's actually used for. This is desk diving, but so I'm just more into the history and like the different companies, a lot of micro brands, I guess. Like there's some cool ones in the US, actually some really cool ones in the US that put out great watches for a great price. But I'm definitely not like a connoisseur. I don't own anything that's super valuable or anything like that. It's just really need to get into the history and into the community. They do stuff like this too, where they just talk to other people. You get to find out what kind of hobbies and stuff they're into, and there has he does some live streams and stuff as well. So it's just another way to just connect with people, right?
I think that's really sweet.
Oh yeah, I mean, just the fascination in the learning of some of these pieces are constructed, and where does it all begin? Who came up with this style of movement compared to this style of movement? How one lasts compared to like the Citizen Eco, the movement of your wrist, and how does it keep it running to that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. No, and it's true. I actually have a Citizen Eco that I use a lot of trips because of a solar. Yeah.
There you go. Arlava says he digs pocket watch. Did you have a pocket watch?
Well, that's neat.
Do you have a pocket watch?
Myself, I have one from my grandfather. It doesn't work obviously anymore, but it's
from the war.
Yeah, he was a World War II gunner, I guess, in the back of the plane. So it was one of the ones that they issued in the military, which is really cool. So obviously it's tucked away. Like I should actually bring it out and see, but it doesn't work. And I really should get it, like, I guess, checked out. And I don't even know what brand it is, to be honest with you. It just a keepsake from my grandfather.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Is there do you have like it's my canoe watch. This is like my bike watch, or this is like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you have a go-to for all this kind of stuff?
I guess, yeah. I do like to use a dive watch for the backcountry.
Sure.
More of a field watch, I guess, because they're a little thinner. But for biking, I usually actually don't wear a watch. But if I do, it's just like one of those cheap G-Shocks you can get. Just because there's so much more that could go wrong. Like Karyn can attest, I've multiple crashes on my bike and stuff like that. Like the less valuable things I have. Yeah, the better probably.
Right,
Also,
you don't want getting something hung up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
If you follow his Instagram, like whenever we're going hiking or something like that, or even on a canoe trip, he'll like we have like photos of the watch like in
Right.
the background.
I know. I think it's so cool. I love that.
I'm glad you think that's cool.
I
Thanks.
think-
Karen thinks it's cheesy. So
No, it's not. I like it.
Everybody,
I like it.
everybody has their little piece
They do.
when they do
Well,
something.
John had a friend who did whiskey and watches or something.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
popular.
Whiskey's fun.
Is
Yeah.
it called whiskey and watches?
Yeah, there
Or
was.
something
They
like
actually.
that was their little jam or something.
Him and his name is Tyler, and he had and his friend. They would do a blog on Instagram, and they would whether it be it wasn't like a whiskey and a watch pairing kind of thing. They would be either talking
kind of
about
like
whiskeys
that, yeah.
or they'd be talking watch. And I think he's got 40 some watches or something
I
like
know,
that.
it's
And his
pretty-
other
it's pretty
and his
cool.
friend's got a whole bunch, and they've
Yeah.
got they just totally nerd out on watches. And he I worked with him in my industry, and we were sitting together and just talking about it. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. It's fun. It's something different for sure.
Yeah, I mean, very different. You know?
Is there what's your favorite piece of gear that you guys have?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh,
It's gotta be, is it different for both of you? I bet it is.
yeah, it
Like outside of a canoe, or
I don't know, whatever.
whatever goes in your backpack, or
Sure.
Yeah, whatever you use in the backcountry.
for me, it's definitely going to be the knife, like the
That's
different
what I thought.
blades. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean, like, of course, the canoe too. But I think for both of us.
Yeah.
but,
yeah,
yeah, I think that
it's kind of essential.
for me, it's the knife. Karen?
I would say I love our MSR tent. It's kind of
Okay.
become our home out there, and like it has like it's now
We've
like
abused it. That's
like
for
it's
sure.
now like over 8 years old, and it's been through a lot, and it's
Yeah.
except for the first time, and that was only because we weren't putting it up, like we were figuring out how to put it up.
Right.
It has kept us dry through like
a lot.
a lot.
Is
and
it the 2-person or the 3-person?
It's just a 2-person.
It's a
We just fit with the gear, but it's a little bit lighter, and it packs down a little better. It's
Okay.
it's not the lightest. It's not like the Hubba NX or anything. It's just I think it's the Elixir 2. So it's like 5 pounds.
Mixer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, like it's not like it's just like all around. I found like it's home when we're out there, and it's
Yeah, it is. It's your safe spot when you're out there. Keeps you dry and everything. Absolutely.
Heck yeah, it does.
I mean, we have an MSR tent too. We love our MSR tent.
yeah, we have a mother hubba.
Oh yeah, I would love to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite roomy. I mean, it's for a 3-person, and you really can fit 3 people in there.
Yeah, you can. And we have done that actually.
It was
It's tight.
Colleen, myself, and her son,
And,
who's
yeah, my youngest son.
He's
6'4".
6'4", and we all fit no problem.
Yeah,
I
just
mean-
for one night, it was fine.
Well,
We were on Flower Pot Island up in the Bruce there.
Oh yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was
it was
it was raining
gorgeous.
outside, and we played Yahtzee.
We did. Yes, it was lots of fun for sure. Oh my God, that's funny now that you say that.
Yeah,
I know.
It's our jam. We like playing Yahtzee
We
in the
do.
backcountry.
We do.
It's light and easy to play.
So, do you do
That's
that?
actually-
How Canadian of you.
that would actually be a fun game to play. Like we should bring that out there.
I was gonna say,
It's,
well,
all
so,
it's just a set of dice, a couple
And
of
then-
pens, and a piece,
Like, it's not-
and then
a couple
and you're
papers.
good for sure. Do you bring cards with you or anything when you guys are in the backcountry?
Yeah,
Okay,
We
Okay.
both tend to read more, but
Okay.
definitely we do bring a pack of cards. Yeah.
okay, all right. Do you guys bring any camp juice with you?
Ooh, it's funny. In our last trip with Paul,
we
I
did bring
did.
a lot.
I brought a lot more, but when we go, I generally don't, because Karen doesn't drink a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't like to drink if it's not social. you know what I
Obviously.
mean?
Sure.
So generally speaking, I might have like one at the beginning of a trip, and that's it. It's also extra weight, so we're kind of balancing it out.
That is true.
That is very
for
true.
Sure.
Because I'm always carrying it.
That is
Yeah.
true too. Well,
Worth it, though.
are you guys really heavy then with your packs? Like, because you guys have a food barrel,
Yeah.
Correct, yeah,
and then you have like a dry sack, like a dry sack backpack.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
But one from Max. So I would say we're probably middle of the pack. Like we are trying to invest more into quality gear that's a little lighter, but
Yeah.
at the same time, we do have a budget because the canoe is expensive itself, and paddle
Yeah.
accessories, right? So
We've been
try-
slowly, but like
Same
purely
with us.
getting
You
more.
upgrade as you go.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
you don't need to buy everything all at once. And
Yeah.
totally. So
Agreed.
probably middle of the road, but it works for us.
I find that we've also over the years have learned how to be better packers.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
like I've learned like you don't need to bring half as many. Like I could probably you can bring like I don't know, like you don't need to bring a lot of clothes at all.
No.
So like and you've learned that through the years. Like I've also like I remember in the beginning I insisted on bringing a like this big foamy mattress that would like roll up. I know it was ridiculous, and I would carry it with me. I've learned to let that go.
Yes. Good job.
It was comfortable for sure, but like it was not you like portaging that thing. It was ridiculous.
You're like, are you kidding me? Like, I think a triple carry.
Yeah, we're gonna do it 5 times. But yeah, so like I've learned over the years, like we're almost to the point where we can single carry.
We still
That's
double
good.
carry.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's really awesome. Because
That's
I
the
mean, even
goal.
when you go away for 5, 6, 7 days or whatever, it's that food for 2 people that is a lot, and I'm sure, and you guys eat fresh like the first day, right? You always have a steak or whatever, so you're hiking all that stuff in, and yeah, it's tough for sure. When we were at Isle Royale in September, and we were there for 6 days. I was 26 pounds, and John was just 29 pounds.
I was just about 30,
and that was like. That's crazy. Like that's super light, right?
Yeah, man, wow.
So, and that's including our tent and everything.
I had all the food.
And you had mostly all the food.
And that, of course, that didn't include water.
And no, I know. It didn't, no. But I'm just saying, so I said the next time we go canoeing is I want to obviously take away from some of our ultralight backpacking stuff and get it into that because that's hard,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. She has the big one. She has a big 115 mech bag.
Yeah, the big mech bag. The dry bag there.
Oh yeah, we have the same one as you. That 115. The slog.
Yeah. The slog bag. Yep, that's exactly what it's called.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Like it's pretty awesome. It's comfy.
Yeah, I was just wondering, is there like a luxury thing that you bring that you don't necessarily need to bring, but you do bring just because?
Chairs.
We bring chairs.
See,
smart. We don't. We should.
I want to start doing. I want to bring just one chair.
No, you need 2.
No,
he arm wrestle. Are you gonna play war on the cars until the first person who loses or something?
Who's gonna get it? I say okay. Rock, paper, scissors. 2 out of 3, baby.
No, you have to get 2 chairs. Put it on your Christmas list for next year.
Also like chairs.
Yes.
Yeah, we.
I feel like you'll get that.
We budgeted and we got Helinox zeros.
The zeros, right? And but they're worth it. They're worth
it.
100%.
And of course, we know now that there's more companies out that are coming out with ultralight ones that are quite a bit cheaper now, but. Not when we got ours.
Right.
There wasn't very many.
No. There you go. Our levels, you can play musical chairs for 2.
Up there.
Oh, Pete, you're funny. That's funny. Yeah, the Helinox chairs for sure. Yeah, they're pretty decent. That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we've been chatting for an hour already.
Hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, an hour and a half.
Yes. Time flies, darling.
I know. I just love it. I was really looking forward to chatting with you too.
Likewise.
Like honestly, super. Like I just, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Yeah, we were looking. I mean, I wanted to dive into his knives and stuff.
Yeah, I know because he was like all about the knives and the biking, and it's cool. I like all the backstories.
Let's circle back real quick. You didn't mention any axes though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, actually, we currently only have one. It's like the one that we got originally, and it's lasted really well. So it's a Gerber, the 2-in-1. It's got like there's a little slot in the handle.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool. It's the same. It's like a Fiskars, like same idea.
Yep.
It's a camp axe, so it's not extremely long, but it still gives you. It's more of a hatchet. It's like right in between. It's probably like a forest axe.
Okay.
style.
Okay. Yeah. Small boys
Yeah.
4 stacks. Yeah.
Small boys,
Yep.
4 stacks, exactly.
So
Yeah.
enough where you can still handle it with one, and you know to process, but also if you need to give a 2-hander, you can do it.
Right.
Exactly.
I have
Yeah.
another question. So, do you guys have camp chores when you get to camp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Karen,
How do you
man.
break it up?
Sorry. Yeah.
How do you do
Well,
it?
I used to be. This is where our relationship has gotten a lot better because I didn't realize it at first, but I used to be a bit more micromanaging. But like, truthfully, I was like, I'm not just exaggerating that.
Okay.
I would basically want to do everything, and Kara would be kind of just sitting around, right? But now we've broken it up really well, where Karen basically takes care of a lot of like the nest stuff, so like tent and like getting sleeping pads and stuff. I'll
Yep.
start getting the firewood and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
there's a tarp set up or whatever. And then same thing when we're
I do the cooking.
and she does a lot of the cooking, which is really helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
So more of I guess more labor intensive stuff. Like I'll tend to do that, gathering the firewood, moving stuff, whatever.
Okay.
And she'll do more of like the nesting kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
when we're leaving, we have a great system now too, where when we're packing down, she'll start packing down the tent and the pads and all that stuff, and I'll start packing up the kitchen and the gear and stuff like that. So we kind of finish our tasks almost at the same time, and then we just drop stuff in the bag and go. So
That's awesome.
Perfect.
That's so good. So it's amazing. And you're right. That's that working together thing. And have you ever soloed before then? Like if any, like even solo backpacking? I mean, it is amazing to have a partner that gets it. You know what I mean? And wants to do it efficiently. And then you're up in the morning and you're packed and you're out the door and you're out on the trail, you know, and you're ready to go.
Yeah. The
so
up in the morning is someone calling from. Do you got coffee started yet?
honey,
I
that is
always
true.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Darren, one thing I really appreciate, like, because I like to sleep in. So Darren does get like the morning, like coffee going and
Yep.
meal going, and I really appreciate that.
Yep.
Me
When she's
too.
up, it's ready, so.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's nice.
Isn't it nice? It is. I think we're lucky to have partners that definitely want to, you know, get out and do it. And you had said how even you had your friends, like-minded people. It's just pretty awesome to, you know, be part of something like that. So
Very awesome.
it really is.
Yeah.
And over the years, I've also found that like I've been taking more of an like because some of the stuff like I didn't really like I'm still learning how to make a fire like properly and all that sort of stuff, especially like if it's wet. So yeah.
You're doing great. You're doing
The
good.
Nickwicks.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the other thing. We've never really used the fire starters. Like
Right.
since I was watching with the blades, as John would know, like, you know, like I would watch all the bushcrafty channels, right? So I always wanted to like the feather sticks and like do it with the fire steel and like nothing else would do. But honestly, half the time when it's raining out there, like I would just be sitting there being like, I wish I just had a fire starter, right? Like
with Paul, when we were out in Temagami, they were showing me how to do the feather sticks, and for some reason I couldn't get it right. I was like, am I like, so I appreciate Darren for doing that.
Oh yeah.
That stuff, but eventually I'm gonna be able to do it with like a fire rod to start a fire.
I tried to do that and I was like
Half hour.
I don't know. It was a half an hour and I was exhausted. I was like sweating and I was like trying to, you know, do like the strike. And I was like, oh my God.
But you did it.
But I did it. I did it in the end. But oh
yeah, I mean,
man.
I like Darren. I looked at tons of bushcraft things and how to feather and this and that and get your birch and was like, and you get out there and you try to do it. It's like,
yeah. And
where's a lighter fluid?
I was just gonna say that. I mean, yeah, like you get people who are just like exactly pull out the little bottle of lighter fluid and they're like good to go. But I mean,
no,
I think that we could do that, right? But
I never leave home without these.
And these
I
are
still
in our
try,
Subaru
don't
too.
get me wrong.
just
I
in
still
case.
try to do it the old and the back.
Every once in a while we'll do
bushcraft
that.
style,
Yeah.
but if you got wet wood and stuff like that, having a couple of these in your pack that don't weigh a whole lot,
absolutely
it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. No, you're gonna love them. But I like that goal. That's really good. That's really awesome. One of our goals that we want to try and do is work on being a little more confident in whitewater.
Oh, good
Yeah.
for you guys. Us too. We really want to learn. We haven't done whitewater, so.
Okay, we
Yeah.
did it once, and I was like,
Well,
ah!
yeah, we're going through. It's nothing crazy. It's a
It
very.
wasn't.
It's I would say a high one of. Yeah, it was a high one class, and her idea was going. She literally, her oars up in the air, and she's just like, she's like on a G ride going at Disneyland, and she's going, putting her hands.
I know.
It was gonna be fun. I would love that.
Like paddle.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna I think we'd like to take some whitewater lesson. And like I said, so we're gonna go to Canoecopia, right? It's in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yep.
March 11th, 12th, 13th, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. And we really hope we can connect with some, friends. It's kind of like the Toronto Outdoor Show, but obviously like geared towards paddling.
Yes.
I know some of the Canadians were going to be there, but I think that's going to be virtual now.
Yeah, no, I think I don't know if Kevin's going to do it.
Kevin Christina is going to be there too, or not be there, but like virtually whatever. But yeah, so I mean, we're hoping to connect with some people that maybe we can find someone that's going to do maybe some lessons with, or some classes or whatever, and then maybe we'll look into the H2O guy, right? I'll
send you the info.
I'll check the list and see if he's on the exhibitor list, and then if he is, then I'll reach out to you or something, and maybe you can connect us or whatever, so we're not going up. Although we'd probably go, hey, how are you? You know what I mean? Regardless, so yeah. What's this? Dennis, my dad's a famous paddler. Yep, I'm right there with him. It's terrible. Either that or I hold the gun. I know, which is the worst thing to do because you go like this and that's it. You're out. Don't know. Are you going to be at Canoecopia? Awesome. Good. Well, then we're totally going to connect. You're in Chicago, so that's cool. So yeah, that's not a far ride for you. That's like what, 6 hours for you?
What? From Chicago?
Chicago to Wisconsin? To Madison?
He'll be there in like 2.5.
Really?
It's 5.5 hours for us.
Well, then it's really close then. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's cool.
It's all right. I'll navigate. You just sit in the passenger seat and just look pretty.
There you go. No, that's right. That's right. And here you go. Dennis has 2 passes. You're not going to go, Dennis? Yeah. I think it's going to be fine, though. You should go. It should be lots of fun for sure. But yeah, so we're hoping to get lots of information on that. And
before I forget, send us either DM us or whatever your
your mailing address. So we make sure that you get
this out.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We will.
I know you're gonna love it. That's awesome. I'm excited. This has been fun. I feel like obviously you're close to where I'm from, so that's like a little, we could maybe connect when we get there next time.
I know. I'm interested in doing that little hike around the falls.
Oh no.
Yeah, honestly, we'll take you. Yeah, it's not.
When was the last time you were at Niagara Falls?
Knee high to a grasshopper.
So you don't remember then? Okay, you don't remember.
Nope.
Good night, Mark. Okay, so yeah, that sounds like fun. So maybe I don't know when we're going back next. Probably April we'll go back. So or come home. Yeah. Yeah, probably April-ish or whatever. But if not, like I said, borders are open. You're welcome to come our way too. And and when we're getting this property in the UP, it's going to be fantastic and exciting, and we can't wait to welcome everybody there with us. So you definitely have an invitation to that as well.
That sounds really exciting what you guys are doing.
It's very exciting. I don't know.
It's kind of been a little dream of ours in the faraway future, but
and that's what we had said too. We're just like, we just said, you know what? It's just us. So I have 2 grown boys. John has 2 grown boys, and we're just like, let's just do it, right? Mm-hmm. And it just makes sense. So we're taking the steps to do it. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, but it's also like, who cares, right?
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. So we're doing it.
That's right.
Yeah, Dennis, we will see you in Niagara Falls for sure. Dennis was saying he'll hike with us.
Oh, good. Okay, Dennis, that sounds right, because he's just around the corner from that too. So then let's do something for April, maybe. Right.
That'd be a chilly hike.
In what? In April?
Yeah.
Oh, you can get one of those little Made in the Mist little raincoats.
Totally.
You gotta go in the Made in the Mist.
No.
Everybody does it when you go.
I don't need to get wet.
You don't.
No.
You can wear the little raincoat thing, little
I'll watch.
poncho.
I'll watch from afar.
All right. It's pretty exciting.
Okay.
It's been a while since
I'll
I've been
take
Niagara
I'll
Falls
take
there,
pictures
too.
of you down there.
There you go. I'll wave.
I'll be in the barrel.
Yeah. You can get a picture in the barrel. You can do that, honey. You can. It's nice.
Yep.
Yep. We'll do that. I think that'll be it.
You want to learn whitewater, right? So just
That's right. Yes. We'll be fine. We'll have our lessons behind. You'll be just fine. No problem.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, hey
Oh my
guys,
gosh.
thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yes. I know
Having us.
we've known you, you know what I mean, for a couple years. And I think it's been a
lot of fun.
it has been really awesome to connect and reach out to each other and stuff like that. And it's kind of nice because I feel like we know you, so
Right.
now we just got to know you that much better. And yeah, and we got a puppy. Where's the puppy?
He's down there.
Okay.
He's
Being
laying
quiet
down.
now. See, that's what I do. I bug the dog. I do. I
That
do.
is
I
no
know. I'm
lie.
a dog poker. Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
If she wants to get a dog,
Oh, it's gonna be
No.
fun. Awesome.
we'll see.
Very cool.
Well, hey,
Thank you.
Thank you so much again. You guys just hang tight. We're gonna
Yes.
drop you down. We're gonna close out the show.
thanks so
Hey,
much.
thank
guys.
you.
You
Bye.
are so welcome. Thank you.
All righty.
Well, hey,
That was awesome.
I know. I felt like we were just like sitting here at our dining room table,
Pretty much.
which we are.
Yep.
But they would have been like right there. And
Which they were.
Which they kind of were, but you know what I mean?
And virtual.
Yeah, that was really lovely,
That was-
honestly.
Oh yeah.
And
I really like that knife.
yeah.
Just saying. Wink, wink. Hmm.
Karen, need your help.
Yep.
But no, what I liked is that it was kind of a true epitome of a backcountry couple.
Diving in head first.
Yep. To something new.
Totally.
And
And it's just like you want to go on,
embrace it.
you want to go on an adventure?
Yeah, you're all in.
Hooked her.
All in.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So that's actually a pretty good date story.
It's one of the best.
I know. It was really good, for sure.
It was like
So-
it was like when they said he did the high five. It's like kinetic.
I-
Kinetic.
Connectivity.
Bam.
No, that was really lovely. So
Absolutely.
Darren, Karyn, Right Paddle Repeat, they are on Instagram, they are on YouTube, and yeah, actually Darren has stick.
Oh, that's not gonna.
screen.
It's got green. Never mind. That's not gonna show up.
That's in our green screen. He has really cool stickers.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a really cool logo. And
So-
like I said, we just loved. You have that on there, honey?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
right
good,
here.
for sure. So
So they're on Instagram and YouTube.
So they do have a YouTube channel. Definitely go check them out. They're fun. I mean, they've
Mhm.
been posted their canoe trips they've been on together,
Mhm.
as well as Darren kind of showcases the trails in and around the Niagara region, which is really lovely too. So
Yes,
yeah, I think it's been fun getting to know them.
definitely
you
go
know?
check them up, pick them up,
Yeah.
and yeah, follow along for the
Thank
fun
you,
ride.
everybody who hung out tonight. For
Yeah,
the
we had a
chit-chat, and
Great crowd again as usual.
I agree. Yeah, it was awesome.
Some-
And
I mean, I didn't interact so much, but I mean, I took quick glances, and everybody was all chatty Cathy.
yeah, like in
the
between each other,
chat.
which was really good. And I just have to say thanks to Mick again. So Patrick, I
know.
love my new hat.
These
It's
are nice.
very fancy.
These, I mean,
they're fuzzy.
they're fuzzy.
Yeah.
My bad here, but yeah, they're felt line and everything.
Yep. So again, if
That's
you
why I wear
are
a hat. It's
so
like
inclined,
My hair's going away.
yeah. Awesome. So we're gonna see you. We have another backcountry couples coming up on next Thursday. We do.
Same time, same bat channel.
Yeah, right. I want a bat logo. It would be like the Kill Quest, the K. Actually, that would actually work with our little thing. No, I'd be flashing all over the place. Honey, are you home yet? Anyways,
Don't
thank you. No,
give her any
no,
ideas,
no,
anybody,
exactly. Thank you
don't
so
not-
much.
No,
Right? It was a good night tonight.
it's always
yeah,
a good
it
night.
was. So everybody enjoy your weekend.
You all
is
have a
Friday
great weekend.
tomorrow.
Be safe out there wherever you're
Yeah.
at, whether you're getting snow or no snow or rain
Yeah, be
or
safe.
sub-zero temperatures.
Right.
But hey, if you got the gear, you're all right.
That's a true story.
Absolutely. it
All
is.
right.
That's why I said it.
I know. Thanks, everybody.
Stick
Once
with me.
again.
I'll take you along.
You're going to take me along?
Yep.
Okay, good. Let's do it together.
Absolutely.
Okay. I like that idea.
Cheers.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right, y'all. You have a great weekend. We'll see y'all on the next quest.
You got it.
Peace out.